Good afternoon and welcome to Ian McLennan Park for today's Football New South Wales League One Women's Match of the Round between 4th place South Coast Flame and 11th place Camden Tigers. My name is Justin Davies. I am the reporter for this league, but today I will be behind the mic doing commentary for you to bring you what is anticipating to be a good clash between these two sides. As the two teams get in their huddle, I will give you a quick rundown of the two lineups. We'll start with the home side. In goals for them is number 1, Ciara Wade. Number 4, Alexis Melizes. Number 6, Abigail Jordan. Number 9, Molly Lawless. And number 11, Emily Kotoski. Number 15, Abby Krapp. Number 22, Gemma Bishop. Number 23, Ashley Long. Number 27, Daisy Canavan. Number 33, Bessie Reef-Muller. And number 85, Crystal Duggan. And moving to Camden Tigers, they have Azali Lakeman in goal in number 23. And then from the outfield, they have number 2, Charlotte O'Flynn. Number 6, Ashley Taff. Number 7, Eve Wilson. Number 8, Charlotte Wilson. Number 11, Ellie Lee Lontis. Number 14, and a goal scorer from last week, Charlotte Taylor. Number 16, Deanna Corona. Number 24, Chantel Barnard. Number 25, Maya Prostran. And number 27, Maya Miller. Now, South Coast Flame are coached by Daniel Nomoski. And while Camden Tigers are coached by Alexander Antelak. If you're unfamiliar with these two sides, South Coast Flame are in the dark blue and yellow kit with blue socks, while Camden Tigers are wearing the all orange as we get set for kickoff here down at Kembla Grange. Been a wonderful afternoon. It's a high-scoring under-23s contest with South Coast Flame running out convincing winners. This one, and here we go, Abigail Jordan with an early touch, trying to look for someone. Slides it wide. Out to Ashley Long. Then down to Gemma Bishop. Melizes, who scored last week for Flame in their 2-0 win against Interlines, which has them in 4th place and looking for their first finals appearance since their introduction to the Football New South Wales competitions. Here's a first touch for the Tigers. Charlotte O'Flynn just looking to work it away. Plays it wide. And it's touched out off the Flame, so it'll be a Camden ball. As they wander over to take it on that far side near the two benches. It's been a very good year thus far for South Coast Flame. They obviously have very heavy recruitment in the off-season to try and get them their finals appearance. The referee's bringing up something on the benches already. As we wait to get back underway with a Camden throw. Looking for options. We'll go down the line for the very easy throw, trying to find Miller. With Bishop. Recovers well. Plays it out to Melizes. Jordan. Touch it. Can't push it forward. So it goes back to the Tigers. Again, rebounds off the Flame, and that'll be another throw to the visitors. This one. Thrown deep. Trying to find Miller again. Some good play down the wing here for Camden, but it's played off one of their players. It's played off Ellie Lilontis, and it will be a throw to the Flame right near their corner flag. It's a looped header as they try. Taylor. Well won by Krapp. Plays it out wide for a runner. Comes off the head of Long. But recovered again by Camden. Charlotte Wilson goes to safe option back to her keeper. Zalia Lakeman just plays it out wide. And they will just take their time to put a foot on the ball here and just get ready. O'Flynn getting a lot of touches early in this game. Just takes the space afforded her. That's a Wilson. Again, just playing a triangle, then pushing it forward. Trying to find Taylor. Along. Zeta help. Kateski holds on to it for the challenge. Looks up for options. Doesn't have anyone forward, so takes it back to Long. Long into Jordan. Malizes. Finds someone right in the centre there. Finds Molly Lawless. Played forward. And Bessie Reefmill almost turning into trouble there, but she turns away. Keeps possession well. Lawless getting another touch of the ball. Played out wide. And there's our first real shot in anger there. It will be out for a corner. So the referees judged it to come off a Camden player there. So we'll get our first corner of the evening. Now Malizes will make the long jog over to that corner flag to take this. Get the tall timber in there. Ashley Long starting to make her way through. So Jordan, Crap, Duggan are all featured there. Molly Lawless, who scored a spectacular winner a couple of weeks ago in front of our cameras against Bankstown. As Malizes drives in the corner low. It's well taken, well defended, but it goes back out to Malizes. Camden defence holds firm again, but the Flame will win another throw. It's thrown in towards the box. Crap tries to get onto it. Reef Muller turns inside the box, but she can't handle it. Miller plays it wide to Barnard. Jordan's there to sweep up. Malizes back in her defensive position after taking the set piece. And Ciara Wade almost caught on possession there. But Bishop's there. Long. Gives a hard pass to Lawless there. And the return ball's not great. But again, Lawless mops up her own work. Gives it out to Wade. We'll just put a foot on the ball for a second there. Just play a quick triangle with her two players. But again, it's turned over. Ashley Taff tries to thread one through. Flame are trying to make it run, but it won't, so Wade's forced to kick it out. You're throwing that far side for them. Go for a longer throw here, trying to find the box. Can't bring it under control. And a return out for Charlotte Wilson. Gives to O'Flynn. Goes with a safe option back to Lakeman. O'Flynn. Maya Prostrand dropping a bit deeper here to get involved. Goes out to Corona. O'Flynn. Trying to find an option down. Tries to play the longer ball. They will get a throw as Charlotte Wilson will take the throw. Throws it to Miller. Prostrand tries to turn. Charlotte Taylor just dribbles one towards Wade, and that won't really force anything, and she'll be able to gather comfortably. As Wade just pushes one past halfway, it's allowed to bounce, which gives a bit of a chase for Crap. Bit of a collision there, but both. We'll stop to check on the well-being of that Flame player quickly. Alright, she's fine. It's Alexis Melizas. She'll be fine to confirm. She'll dust herself off. Be ready to go, and we'll continue with a drop ball, which should be uncontested. So this is the kickoff for round 19 of the League One Women's competition. We will have 5 games all being played tomorrow, starting out with St. George FC playing Blacktown out at Barton Park, Bankstown playing SD Raiders at Jensen Park, the Spartans taking on Sutherland Strikers out at Blacktown Football Park, Mariners hosting Inter up at Plume Park. Thankfully, with the weather being nicer, there's hopefully no chance of Plume being rained out. And finishing us off is Nepean FC and Marconi. As a pass there is a bit too deep from the Camden defence, and they'll have to concede another corner. Just to round us off there, said Nepean versus Marconi, which gives Marconi a big chance to maybe consolidate their spot in the top 3, with our league leaders, Hills United, having the weekend off after featuring in the match of the round last weekend. This time, Gemma Bishop will stroll over to take this one. We'll take this corner. Basically, most of the players in the box here. As Bishop gets a bit more height on this one. Crap gets a foot to it, and it'll be out for a goal kick. So we'll resume here with Lakeman once she gets back to the ball. As again, Flynn just getting her foot on the ball a lot in the early stages. She's been the one to try and start these moves, getting the ball with Corona. Playing a bit further wide. Just tried to find Taff in the middle there, but Jordan's able to intercept. And Duggan tries to slip one through, but it's easily gathered. And Lakeman takes a touch and then picks it up. And we'll get restarted. Again, Camden being very patient in their build-up here. With Flynn. It's out to Wilson. Camden claiming the throw, and they will get that one. As Taylor tries. Again, he's going to try and replicate her goal-scoring form from last week. Wilson just takes a couple of steps. Miller trying to get on the touch there of the Flame player, but Melizas recovers. And it's a good clearance from Wade. Comes out. Koteski tries to play the 1-2. She continues with it. To Reef Muller. Tries the reverse ball. Molly Lawless out to Duggan. Takes a shot and it flings wide. Probably the real first shot in anger in this game. As we head into the 13th minute of this game. Please excuse if there's a few silences here. I'm also recording down chances as the League One Women's reporter, so you'll be able to, my report will be up for you probably Sunday night. probably quite early this week, thankfully, because we have a Saturday game, as Duggan again is back on the ball. Plays out to Lawless. She's got a lot of room to run. Plays it in. Tries to play it over to Crap, but the flag is up for offside. Flame are starting to find their rhythm, though. It's a pretty even first 10 or so minutes, but now I think Flame have settled into the rhythm that Coach Daniel Nomoski would want them to be. If they're looking to pick up 3 vital points here tonight. Camden just happy to hold possession here at the moment. O'Flynn tries to play one deep for Taylor. Prostran gets it into Taff, who takes a touch. But again, it'll fall back to Prostran. O'Flynn. Again, trying to find an outlet there, but the Flame defense is holding firm, not allowing them much space, and force the error. So they'll go through. Duggan takes a touch. It forces Taylor, but she also can't get it under her control. Ash Long. Kateski battling in midfield there with Prostran. Loses out. Taff. Corona again, just back into this pattern of her and O'Flynn just holding possession well for their side. That's a Wilson and Taylor. As Eve Wilson tries to play the 1-2 with her sister, but misses out, and it'll be a Flame throw. Ash Long. It's Jordan. She loses out to Taff. Tries to play one over the top for Taylor. It's back to Bishop, who gives a bit of a wild pass back to Kiara Wade. But all's well that ended well there. Long back on it. Duggan. Bit deeper here. But Long will take it from her and win the throw. Long tries to play it on. Kateski battling well and wins a foul right on the edge of the box there. Had her legs taken out by Wilson and will win probably the first free kick of the game. Right on the edge of the box. See if the Flame will go for a shooting range here or just play it into the box. Melisas has been known, she scored quite a few set-piece goals this season. So she's always a danger at these kind of opportunities. There's 2 in the wall there for Camden. Melisas goes at herself, curls it straight, but it's well taken by Lakeman, who followed that the whole way. And we're back underway. Taff dropping a bit deeper to just get himself involved. Corona. Taff trying to play the outlet ball. Long's there to again sweep up. Kateski gets ahead to it. Wilson again. Just settles on it. Corona takes the space afforded to her, but Jordan stepped inside. Reeve Muller with some good pressing there, wins the ball back. Lawless into Jordan. His pass is blocked, so she'll try to fling one out wide here. Jem Bishop out to Koteski. Ashlong finds a pass inside to Duggan. It's left up in the air. Cross strand. Tries to slip one through to Miller, but she's unable to. Koteski with a slight heavy touch. And Charlotte Wilson again. Been strong for the Tigers thus far. Good desperation there from Ashlong to try to win it, but again, it's come out to Maya Miller. It's a pro strand. Sees a streaking Lontis. It's crap. Plays one out wide. The cross comes in. The straight to Lakeman, who gathers very easily. She's been very strong in the air. She's come in the last couple of games for the Tigers. She's been quite strong for them, as they look to have a very good end to the season, which I think has been probably one of the Tigers' best campaigns thus far in their history of the League One Women's, as Miller again tries to link with her winger, but again, this time it doesn't work. The throw-in will go to Flame. We really still wait for this game to really ignite. We've had probably two very half chances, really. The free kick from Elises and the shot a bit earlier. So the header is thumped into the stands here. It's a bit of ball recovery from the fans. As they need to get the ball back in. Miller bursts to the ball there. Loses out. Bishop. Touching her options over to Long. Puts a good pass inside to Duggan. To Reeve Muller. Tries to turn. But she's crowded out again. And it'll be out for another throw for the Flame. So we haven't called it off. She's offside there, but I believe she's in the program as 27, but Daisy Canavan is wearing 16 today. A bit of trickery with the jerseys there, which is always fun for a commentator. So Long goes for the shorter throw. Then she just leaves one into the block. But just hits the side netting, and it'll be an easy restart for the Tigers. We've head past the 22nd minute of this contest. Still Flame 0, Camden Tigers 0 in this round 19 Football New South Wales League One women's contest. Has a wonderful little ball girl there, does well to retrieve the ball there and get some deserved claps from the fans in the stand. Wilson just trying to shepherd that one out. She does well and does win the goal kick. It's Lakeman just discussing something with O'Flynn there as they're trying to... Well, they might try to work a set play, but no, it's just simple 1-2 and then back out to Corona. O'Flynn. Corona. Reeve Muller intercepts. Lawless is knocked over, but no fouls given. Malizas back on it. Bishop just taking all the room afforded to her before she plays out to Long, who's really been the outlet wide here for Flame early in this contest. She loses out. Pro Strand plays the 1-2 with Miller. Good control there from Bishop, from Jordan, sorry. For Pro Strand. Miller. Taff tries to play one wide to Taylor. Is it going to sit up for her? No, it won't. It'll be out for a goal kick this time to the Flame. Sierra Wade will go the short restart to get us going again. Malizas. Plays on Reef Muller with some good control. It's to Jordan, who plays it wide to Canavan. Canavan takes on a defender, pushes it forward. Tries to take a touch, see if she can measure across. She won't, but she will win a throw. It's Duggan competing for it. Good work from Miller to hold it up, to get it back out. Taff. Tries to play it over the top for Taylor. It's headed on. Taylor's got to run at this. Can she go goal bound? Tries to take it a bit wider. Cuts it inside, but well defended by the Flame. And we're back on the game is Kateski. Tries to run into the ball. But will be a Camden Tigers throw for Charlotte Wilson. She's just obsessing her options. She throws it down the line to Taff. It's the easiest way if you can't find anything else. I was going to say throw it down the line, but they've also lost possession now, so it'll be to Flame. That didn't really work out anyway. There's a robust challenge down the line there from Taff, I believe, with Duggan. Left Duggan a bit worse for wear after that. She's taking her time to get back to her feet. She's up and ready to go, though. As again, Long will take the duties for a throw-in. She'll just play it back to Bishop. Finds Malizas. That's a Lawless. It's Canavan, who's got more room on the right here. She looks to take on her defender. She does. She beats her. Can she measure across? Pushes across, but it's well taken by Lakeman. Lakeman, who's been very steady between the sticks for Camden thus far. She launches one near halfway. Miller doing well to hold off her defender. Malizas goes the route one option, finds Kateski, who's beaten the press. She tries to measure one. It's come off a chest of a defender, but well taken by Lakeman. That could have been a very awkward situation for a second there. But it's well recovered by Tigers and remains 0-0 in this contest. O'Flynn. Wilson being pressed here by Kateski. She wins out and is knocked down and wins another foul. The running battle between Wilson and Kateski been starting to heat up a little bit in this contest. Second time she's fouled her close-ish to the box. I believe we'll see Malizas stride over again to take this free kick. Probably a bit too far out for a shot here, so this time she might go into the pack of players all forming on the right there. Malizas lofts one over. It just misses everybody and just goes out for another goal kick. As Malizas is just urged to go for goal from the crowd here. Maybe if she gets a third chance at this, she will just go for another strike. As again, Tigers just work this out. Corona. They do win a throw on the left, on the far side here from us. Which is going to be fun in the second half. Realising some substitutions. As it is just a throw for the Flame with one back out. Crap with some good first touch, but it's out to Duggan. Abby Jordan wearing the armband. Getting involved, plays it out wide to Long. Long tries for a low strike, but again, well gathered by Lakeman. And she'll just get ready to launch one for, tries to find Miller. Gets a first touch through. Taff holds onto it. Under the pressure of Gemma Bishop. Wins the foul. Use some good control there to keep that one alive. The Flame defender is told to move away from where the free kick was. Prostran can't fall. There's one back. Prostran out to Miller. Out to Taff, who won the foul. Plays it wide to Taylor. Taylor trying to get some space from her defender. Plays it back for Taff. Launches one into the box. Miller can't take the touch. Miller with the strike over the bar. The first one in anger from the Flame there. It's probably their best move of the game there. Worked it around the box before it fell to Miller, who put it over the bar. Miller, who impressed, I believe, coming through Bankstown mid-season last year, is a young player with quite a bit of potential here. She just showed it there with that shot. Put a lot of power in it, didn't have enough dip. It's Prostran again, working in the middle there. That's well won by Kateski. That's fallen to Duggan. To Malizas. Plays it wide, trying to find Canavan. The Taff. To Miller. Plays it wide. There's a big chance. As Ciara Wade's there to just hold on to it. With Chantel Barnard bearing down on her there. Some brave keeping for Ciara Wade. It's taken over as the number one for Flame this season, after being the understudy last season. And even, I believe, at one point last season, the Flame used an outfield player in goal. So hopefully they won't have to do that again at some point this season. As again, it's gone over the byline, and it'll be a restart with the Tigers. Some late afternoon sunshines joining us here, which is very nice to see. Especially as we're in the middle of winter. It's always good to get a game which has a bit of sunshine. Bit of a reminder from the time when we started this comp where it was a bit hotter. So Flynn, again, just taking all the space afforded to her, tries to find one over to Miller. The Kateski wins possession well, but loses out. And O'Flynn, again, look to just measure another cross. Misplaces that one, probably the first one she's misplaced this afternoon. As Long will get us restarted quickly. Puts Bishop under a bit of pressure from Miller. And it's forced out for a Camden throw. Miller just working it down the wing. She will let Charlotte Taylor take this throw. Can either team get on the scoreboard? We're heading into the final 10 of this first half. About 34 minutes gone. So we wait for this throw-in to be taken. Again, through Wilson. Goes to Taff. But she was offside. That's an easy reprieve for the Flame. As Malizis will get us restarted. And plays it out over the sideline. So Flynn. Wilson gets it out to Miller, who's been probably the big spark for the Flame. That's for the Tigers, sorry. It's Taff out to Miller. They play the 1-2. Taff tries to curl out across, but the ball had gone out before she even got a chance. And it will be a throw-in over in the corner. Long pushes it down the line. Tries to find Reef Muller, but again, well controlled by the Camden defence. O'Flynn. Prostrand. Loses out. Duggan. It's a E. Wilson. Again, Corona. Holding the ball well. And it just rolls off the foot of O'Flynn, and it will be a turnover for the Flame with a throw-in coming from Long on the side here. Try to push one into the box. Tried to find one to Lawless. But again, Taff back there doing some good defensive work. And it's played down the line. And over. For a throw for the Tigers. Charlotte Wilson plays down the Miller. Has it taken off her foot. That'll be a Flame throw. Long. Push it toward a good touch from Prostrand to win that back. Kateski rides a challenge. Plays it to Lawless. Tries to find Crap. But again, good covering from Lakeman to make sure nothing materialised there. There's Lontis coming back there to get involved. Malizis. Jordan. Spinning. Turning. Reef Muller. Takes it out wide. Tries to get past the defender, but well defended there from Lontis to make sure it's gone out for a throw before she can put in a good cross there. It's thrown into the box, off her head, off O'Flynn's head. Prostrand, who takes a touch inside the box, and then it's just booted clear. She said, we've had enough of this, we're getting it away from this area, which I think is a smart option at this point, as Wade restarts us to Bishop. Doesn't play it to Rook 9, but she does play it to Malizis. Lovely pass there to find Jordan in the middle. Crap wins out. Loses it back to E. Wilson. It's been a midfield scrap. Reef Muller with a good turn there. But they do keep the ball there. Jordan. Out to Long. Although Flynn, again, just tries to clear, but Long recovers. Twists and turns. Trying to find Duggan. With a stoppage with Abigail Jordan down to one knee on it in the centre circle. Hopefully she'll be able to see out the half, as they won't want to use a change this early in the contest. She's receiving a bit of medical attention while everyone else goes to get a bit of word and a bit of water from their coaches. Maybe designing one play they can get going before we get into halftime here. Just letting you know it is 0-0 here between Flame and Camden Tigers here at Ian McLennan Oval. My Justin Davies here with you, usually the League One women's reporter. This afternoon behind the microphone for you, bringing coverage of this contest. So Flame have sense. I want to do a bit of a quick warm-up on the right there just in case that Jordan might not be able to continue, which would be a huge blow for the Flame considering wearing the armband this afternoon. She's been very critical in the midfield here. But she is back to her feet, so it looks like she might be okay to continue. She's obviously got to go off quickly because she did get some physio attention. As a referee with a quick whistle to let everyone know it's time to get back on with the game. And we'll resume from a throw in over the side here for the Flame. With less than 5 to go in the half here. Ash Long throws it in. Tries to find Reef Miller, who's squeezed away from it. Lawless does well to hold on to the ball there. Gets it out to Malizes. Spreads it wide to Canavan. You can't take her touch there. As Jordan has now re-entered the fray. So it's good to see she'll continue on. This is a short throw there for the Tigers. Played wide. Miller popping up on the other side there for now. She's hassling well there, wins it back. Plays it out for Taylor, who's on the touch of Bishop there. Forces her to take it out for a throw, and it's ended up on the other field there, which is always a great time because we've got double ball situation. Play a bit of multi-ball. Firstly, good work there from Miller to win the ball back for them, and then she looked up, saw Charlotte Taylor was there to just make the run in, and she hassled the Flame defence into making that go out for a corner. Bit of head tennis here. E. Wilson. We do have a Tigers player down near the box. What do we play on here? As Ash Long just clears that out for a throw. Now we'll get the physio on for the Tigers. And I can't particularly see the number, I'm sorry there. Well, it looks like it might be number 24, Chantel Barnard. That is my uneducated guess. She's thankfully back to her feet very quickly. It looks like, for once, my guess is right. It is Barnard there, just getting a quick diagnosis from her physio. So we might get a minute or two added on here, which I'm sure is not the best news to the cameraman here, who's got to be quick to pack up and then get over to Berkeley. Well, obviously got to Huge NPL men's game also in this region tonight. So Wollongong Wolves hosting St. George FC out at Macedonia Park. As we now resume, Wilson with a throw-in. Onto the knee of Miller, who just plays it out. Now, thankfully, Barnard's also rejoined the action. Reefmore heads it on for herself. O'Flynn, bit further upfield. Wilson will just take her time with the throw to allow her defensive partner to get back into position. Miller tries to head it back on for someone. But Bishop again's there to cover. Long with a lovely header. Straight over to O'Flynn. Miller. In a good competition there with Bishop again. She's kept her honest this half. Jordan. It's lost out back to Wilson. O'Flynn. Corona. Tries to play the pass aside, but now Reef Muller has options wide. She had Abby Crap out on the inside, but she tried for the pass inside to Crystal Duggan. But it was well marshalled by the Tigers' defence. And might be a pass she wants back there, Reef Muller. Crap was screaming for that on the outside. But she went for the inside ball as we head into stoppage time. This half. Obviously no board, so your guess is as good as mine. I would fashion to say 2 minutes we'll get, considering the 2 stoppages we had. As now a ball's come from the boys' game over to this field. Just getting a bit of revenge. Bishop plays it out wide. Tries to find Lawless in the middle, but again, O'Flynn's there to mop up. Lakeman. O'Flynn. Loose is Pudge. Canavan. Out to Abby Crap. Crap tries to curve one over, but just hits the side netting. So we again just are in the dying embers of this half, seeing if either side can build one more opportunity before half-time. Lakeman goes a short option to Taylor. He's nudged off it. Miller also loses out. Bishop. Some good, robust work there from O'Flynn. He's got it high up on the field. Tries to find it. Kateski. Kateski tries to turn over, and again, it's a third foul between those two. Kateski's fouled again by Charlotte Wilson. Now we'll see this time Will Melizas. She'll heed the calls of the crowd here and just shoot herself or go into the crowd. Possibly the last chance we'll get in this half. Hand up from Melizas. She'll deliver. She goes for the curler, but it's over the bar. And we will just resume again. And that will be half-time here. South Coast Flame 0. It's Camden Tigers 0 of this round 19 League One Women's match of the round. We'll be back in about 10-15 minutes for the second half here. Hope you can join us then. Welcome back to the second half here at Ian McLennan Oval. As it stands, it's 0-0 here between South Coast Flame FC and Camden Tigers FC. So we await the whistle to just get us back underway for the second half. And there we are. And I took a quick scan of the shirts. I could be wrong here, but I'll come back to that as Barnard's got an early chance there. Whips it over her defender. It's played on. As Malises is caught, yes. Had a quick scan of the two teams' shirt numbers as it came on. Doesn't look like either team had made a change at the break. So we will play on with the two sides that started that. And if you're just tuning in or had forgotten, I'll give you a quick rundown after this chance. This is back with Prostrand. Goes wide to Miller. She's caught offside. The flag is up. So we've got Ciara Wade in goals for the Flame with Alexis Malises, Abigail Jordan, Molly Lawless, Ashley Koteski, Abby Krapp, Gemma Bishop, Ashley Long, Daisy Canavan, Bessie Reef-Muller and Crystal Duggan for South Coast Flame FC. While Charlotte O'Flynn, Ashley Taff, Eve Wilson, Charlotte Wilson, Ellie Lee Lontis, Charlotte Taylor, Deanna Corona, Zali Lakeman, Chantel Bardman, Maya Prostrand, and Maya Miller for Camden. We're on the attack here. It's Miller tries to get her foot in again. It goes over the sideline. Give a quick shout out to the two benches, starting with the away side. We've got the backup keeper, Samantha Forward. Then you got number 5, Montana Taff, 10, Jade Constance, 20, Caitlin Biffin, number 22, Rebecca Fennick, and number 32, Talia Karana. While for the Flame, we've got number 5, Ruby Blanche, number 7, Michaela De Jong, number 10, Christina Barraza, number 13, Jessie Abbott, 14, Paula Mitchell, and number 21, and I believe the reserve keeper, Talia Sharrock. So they'll probably come into the game soon enough. As O'Flynn again tries to find an outlet. It's well recovered. Reef-Muller, eyes up, tries to find Crab, steals a march, rounds the keeper, and shoots in the back of the net. There we go, a wonderful start to the second half for Flame. They make it 1-0 in the 48th minute through Abby Crab. It's a wonderful pass through from Bessie Reef-Muller. And Abby Crab rounded the keeper and tucked it into the net to make it 1-0. So back underway here now. Tigers have to chase the game here. Barnard battling away down the wing. Crap there, just not just goal scorer, got back to do her defensive work. Pushed up. Lawless into Crap. Through to Jordan in the midfield. Out to Long. Tries to link with Koteski. That's one back. Ashley Taff. Tries to play it over, but it just hits a Flame player. And Long. Will go top route, but again, Lontis. To Corona. Plays it wide. Flynn. Prostrand again, dropping a bit deeper like she did at stages in the first half. Barnard plays the 1-2 out wide. Lontis. She'll take the throw over this side. Prostrand tries to use her body there. Hits the ref and we'll get a restart here. Quick drop ball for the Flame. He'll start us back up. Bishop. Does look like Daniel Nomoski will be the first to go to his bench. You see a bit of a warm-up going on down the side there. It's Kateski battling down the wing. Gets pushed off it. And we will just play on. Lontis. Canavan. Nodded in. Reef Muller. Trying to find the space. Dig it out. Tries to play it into Lawless. Reef Muller again in the central position. As Jordan wins a foul close. We get Melizas again just standing over this one. Similar-ish position to the one she was taking in the first half. Melizas strolls in. Goes direct again this time, but well taken by Lakeman. Crap has battled out of that. Will be a O'Flynn. Camden's taking their time, trying to work it. Tried to find Barnard as the outlet. Headed out. Lontis first to that one. Plays it inside. Barnard. Well taken care of again by Melissa. Taff. Taff plays a wonderful ball out to Barnard. Tries to cut inside. Plays it back to Taff, who takes the shot. Straight to Wade. Again we go on. Taff plays another one wide, this time for Lontis. Lontis with the slipped pass out for Barnard. She's kept it in. No, ref's called it. It's gone out. Or offside. Offside instead. Straight to Prostrand. To Lontis. Miller tries to wrap her foot around one. Is unable to. And Wade will just, again, get an easy gather and clear. Out to the goal scorer, Crap. Plays a bit of head tennis with Lawless before it's gone over the touchline. Pontus. Crap wins it back. Out to Miller, tries to work something. She will win the throw as the keep. Tigers showing a bit more urgency now as they're trying to push forward. Lontis. Does win a throw. They're just holding onto position here. As Crab is told to move away from the throw to allow a room to take that. She'll flick it on. Comes off the head of Crap, and it will be out for a corner. I believe the first Tigers corner of the contest. It's have to come over and take this set piece for the visitors, who look to get back into this after conceding right after the halftime break. Through Abby Crap with a wonderful through ball from Bessie Reifmuller. Taff, arm up, delivers close, spilled by the keeper, but swept wide. But the Tigers will look to get on with this again quickly. Tries to throw into Lontis, bit too much on that one though, and it'll just go out for a goal kick. As the Flame will just take their time over this one. They don't have to rush anything now, leading 1-0. Reef Muller with another good touch, but again, unable to get it back to one of her own players. With Flynn. Curves it wide, looking for the chase, but no one there. As Ash Long is booked there for delaying the restart. Referee thought she was just taking a bit too long to take that throw in, and she goes into the book. I would say it's a bit early for a bit of time wasting there, but it's at the referee's discretion. Looks like a double change is getting ready for the Flame. Flame just holding firm here. Good turn. Inside, trying to find Prostram. Out to Barnard. Curls one, but it's straight at Wade. Good bit of hunger there from the Tigers to get onto the ball first, and then a curling effort from Barnard went straight to Wade. Easily taken by a Lakeman there. Tigers still working it around, looking for the opening. Try and find one over the top for Miller. She won't win out, but she'll put some pressure on the two defenders here, but Canavan with a nice pass back to her keeper. Some good work from Wade there to avoid Miller and get it back to her defender. Jordan dropping a bit deeper now as well to get involved. Out to Duggan. Long, just a lot of room to run down this sideline. She's crowded out. As we will get that double change for the Flame now. Ash Long is one of them to come off. She was close to the sideline. And with Crystal Duggan, the other one coming off. And once they quickly turn around, I can give you the other two numbers. One is Christina Barraza, and it looks like Paula Mitchell's the other one coming on there for the Flame. Two very handy attacking weapons to come on bench, both noted goal scorers for the Flame across the seasons. See if they can add to the lead here for the hosts. Miller again just doing good work trying to keep the Flame defense honest. Prostrand wins it back out. Tries to play it wide, but again, Jordan's there to mop up. Hands it right to Miller. Barraza gets her first touch of the game. And to Lawless, who plays one over the sideline. We just go over the hour mark here with Prostrand. Trying to push one through to Miller. My apologies, that wasn't Paula Mitchell that came on. It was number 13, Jessie Abbott, coming on, not Paula Mitchell, for the Flame. Reef Muller doing well to hold it up there just on her own. Win a throw. Reef Muller again. Out to Canavan. To Crap. Crap slides one inside to Barraza. He's got a lot of room there. Returns it back out to Crap. Canavan. Plays it wide. Mitchell. Mitchell held on to that well. Seems to have been a triple change that was for the Flame. So I missed the other one, but I believe, going by numbers, it seems Emily Kotowski was the other Flame player that came off Reef Muller. Plays it wide to Mitchell. Abby Crap doing well to win it back for her side. Barraza. Barraza wins the foul there. Then he's knocked over again for a trouble. As the Flame will make another change. This time Ruby Blanche coming on for Abigail Jordan. She'll pass on the armband to Alexis Melizas now that she's come off the field. As a it's launched deep out to Mitchell. Mitchell tries to toe poke one. It's over the sideline. So it is starting to get a bit cooler down here at Green. This ball pushed to Miller with some hold-up work. She's pushed out of it by Bishop. No, she'll win the foul there. Give a chance for the Tigers to push forward. Again, haven't gone to their bench yet, while Flame, I think, basically used most of their changes now. with Michaela de Jong, the only outfield player that hasn't come on for Flame yet. Camden with a bit of a miskick, but will just roll out for a Flame throw, so no harm, no foul. Ref saying he didn't get a touch there. Barraza. Pushes one wide to Abbott. Barraza with a wonderful turn there to keep the ball. Just taking all the room she's afforded in midfield. Riefmuller. Plays it wide. Ratzer Mitchell stumbles on the ball but wins it back to Blanche. He now gets her first touch. Goes straight to the Camden defence and they will reset. Mitchell wins it back. Gives it straight away to Miller. She's got some room there. She cuts inside. Tries to play it wide for Barnard but loses out. Crap. The game's starting to stretch a bit more for here. Out to Canavan. Canavan, who will just take the throw as she won it. Goes for the lower trajectory, trying to find Lawless. It's pushed up into the air. Back out to Malizes. Barraza. Will be put back for a foul here. There's a bit of a tug on the jersey of one of the Tigers players who were trying to push it forward. They just push people forward here. And Corona will just launch the free kick into the pack. Barraza's first to the bounce. Tries to flip one there to Prostran, but again, Wade is smartly off her line to make sure. Crap now doing some of the hold-up work. Beats out Lonsis. As Corona will just take it, wait it out for the foul, for the throw. Goes for the longer throw. Out to Miller. Miller had to kind of work that by herself there. There wasn't much help there with her. Bishop. Plays a wide one. Tigers step in. Taft plays it wide, trying to look for Barner. But it's got a bit too much heat on that. Going to be out for a goal kick. It's quickly handed back to the Flame keeper to say, hurry up, let's get this going. There's again no rush for the Flame here. Malizes, let's take her time over this. Finds the head of Barraza. Gets crap into a battle with Taff. She'll hand it back to the Tigers, who'll just want to quickly get on with this. We head into the final 20 minutes. South Coast Flame leading this 1-0. As Prostran is just knocked over there and wins a foul. As Tigers will get this foul just inside their own half. Corona standing over it. She puts it into the box, tries to find Miller, tries to flick it over. Headed by Malizis. Taylor trying to do a very good job to keep it alive, but it's broken to Lawless. Tries to play it down the flank with her player, but again, Tigers recover. It's won well again by Canavan. Taff. Corona. Out to O'Flynn. Just by a lot of room on that right there. Out to Miller. Wonderful turn by her. Plays it inside to Prostrand. Barnard, it's taken a touch off a Flame defender. Will go out for a corner. As it looks like the Tigers are going to make their first change. Ellie Lee Lontis coming off. She will be replaced by number 5, Montana Taff. We wait for this set piece to be taken. It's a flat delivery, but well taken by Wade under the pressure of the Camden defence that an attack there. Taff in a battle there, but Mitchell comes out to help. And again, it's back with the Flame. Ruby Blanche. So, but the newly introduced Montana Taff gets her first real touch of the ball. The game plays on. Corona. Corona will now win a foul. As Flame will make their final change. Goal scorer Abby Crack will be coming off. To be replaced by, again, the last person on the bench, Michaela de Jong. She will make her way on now. That's a slight jog from Crap. She gets some applause as she comes off now. And that will be the emptied bench for South Coast Flame. I see they've used all their changes with 15 minutes and change to go in this game. Kayla de Jong, last time she was on our screens, was a super sub at half time, which helped the Flame in their comeback against Bankstown City. Canavan to the feet of Barraza. Out to Dion getting her first touch. Good feet there again from Barraza. It's a little meeting of the minds there, as both teams appealed for the throw in there. Montana Taff throws it in. It's well dug out by Ashley Taff, who eventually loses out. Canavan plays it off the foot of a Tiger, but again gets a second go at it. Plays it to Reef Muller. Miller battling away here with Bishop. Worked it inside. It's unable to fashion a cross out to Bernard. Unable to settle it at her feet. They'll go on. Wilson Goes round the outside. Tries to fashion across. Out to Pro Strand. Digs it out. Miller. Out to Wilson, who forces a save. It was Eve Wilson there with a save. Lovely work around the box, and Eve Wilson drove one low, which Wade just fell on gratefully. It just goes over the head of Reef Miller there. So Flynn just recovers. Lakeman looks to play it wide for Taff. Montana Taff. Lawless is taken in a challenge, but ref calls play on. We continue on. Out to Miller. Miller, who's battled gamely on the wings. She's racked up some miles. She's been both left and right all afternoon tonight. Will win a corner out of that. Everyone just seemed to stand still there, waiting for that to go out, and will end up being a corner for the Tigers. So they will flood the penalty area, looking to get the equaliser in this contest. Flung in close to the keeper. Wade misses it. Fell to Charlotte Taylor, who just whips it wide of the left post. As again, be Malises to take the restart here. We had the lights starting to take effect here at Ian McLennan. Of course, you got the men's fixture coming up after this. The South Coast Flame men's side taking on the Central Coast Pirates in the League 2 men's clash here, which I'm sure you'll be able to catch up with Dylan Costa's review of all this on Sunday. It's played wide to Barnard. Again forces a goal kick this time. The fans for the Flame here are all willing the clock to start speeding up a little bit, but I know there's probably someone else a bit behind the camera here also willing for this game to hurry up a little bit. So he's got to get over to Macedonia Park for St. George FC taking on Wollongong Wolves in the NPL men's. The foul's one. A throw-in's won by Taylor. Play it quickly to Miller. To Pro Strand. Cuts inside. Loses out though. It's out to Michaela de Jong. She's crowded out of it though by two Tigers defenders, Montana Taff. Looks to get herself involved. Pro Strand again. Tries for the magic ball, but it's straight to Wade. Wade just boots this down. Corona uses her body well to win possession, get it out to Barnard. The touch is loose. Out to Miller. Mitchell tries to play through to Reef Muller, but the flag is up for offside. So we head into the final 10 minutes here at Ian McLennan Park. It's South Coast Flame 1, Camden Tigers 0. courtesy of a 48th minute Abby Crap goal. Wonderful pass from Bessie Reif-Muller. She rounded the keeper and just slotted into an empty net. Lakeman's quickly on the restart here. It's Taff. Corona knows there's no time to waste. Gets it forward quickly. Miller rides a challenge and then tries to push it wide. Taylor was a goal scorer last weekend. Back on the ball, cuts inside, tries to fashion a shot, but it will rebound off Malizis, and another Flame defender will be out for another Camden corner. And the spectator very quick to get that back on the spot for Camden to take. It'll be Taff with the duties here. She goes to floated delivery, but it's the first head. Falls to Eve Wilson, who just puts it straight to Wade, and she'll just gather it up, take a few seconds, and punt it over the halfway mark. Good win by Blanche. Out to Lawless. Wide out to Abbott, but she loses out to Barnard, who's been very bright down the wing there. Wade just taking a touch, but she gives it straight to Prostrand. Tries to cut outside. Probably could have taken that first time. Lawless. That's a Michaela de Jong. Goes for her first time shot. But well tapped down by Lakeman. Could have killed the game off there, de Jong. As Tigers make their next change, Maya Miller going off on the nearest side to us, not to waste any time. She will be replaced by number 10, Jade Constas, who will be on to just run at the defense late in this game. Played over the top. Taylor's a willing runner here. She's up against Canavan. Canavan taking the safe option and just playing it over the sideline. Can the Tigers fashion one last chance? Constas. Played over the top. Good strength from Reif-Muller to win out Mitchell. Mitchell just keeping hold of possession there. And it's pushed forward. But again, straight to the Tigers. Out to Taff. Ashley Taff combining with Sister Montana, who flies down the wing. Out to Taylor. Who rides a bump. Out to Ashley Taff, who switches it. But again, well realised by Jessie Abbott, who intercepts, headed down. Taff again using her strength. She plays one wide. Put it out for the run of Taylor. Bishop just pushes it right onto the hill there. The spectator's doing well again. He's getting the air miles up, going up the hill. Thankfully, so we have another ball, so didn't have to rush. Push to Constas. Taylor teases in across. Wilson. So if Flynn is playing as the deepest there, off the head of Barnard. Louisa just puts it up into the air. Finds Barraza. Tries to use her good for Taff. Pushes one over the top. It hits the roof of the net instead. The Tigers are pushing here into our final 5 minutes. Malizes just finds ahead of it. Prostran. Abbott wins it back. Blanche trying to ride a challenge down the wide. Mitchell in a bit of a tussle. Underwires throw to the flame. Just take their time off the throw here. Mitchell back on the ball. She'll take it a sojourn down the wing. And forces the Tigers just to play around with it on the wide there. Barnard trying to keep it in. But she can only force it over the line. It will be a flame throw and they'll take their time over this. Goes over the side. As Alex Antelak just urging his side to just push forward now in this final 3 minutes of the contest. They've got to throw deep in flame territory. After Prostran has probably been the pick of the players for the Tigers today. It's Taff. Tries to keep it alive. She will win it back though. It's into a wrestle on the sideline. She will give up a foul there against Mitchell. And a chance just for the Flame to reset again. I'll just soak up the time here. We just wait. Prostran tries to get into another. De Jong. Tries to find wide. Mitchell intercepts. Lawless to Barraza. Reef Muller turns. Tries to unfurl a shot into the backside of a player. And Molly Lawless just hits the side netting there. So we head into 90 seconds of regular time added. Regular time. Constance plays out to Barnard, who will win the throw. Constance again battling down the side there. Will be a goal kick. Wade again, just taking her time. Feigns a couple of kicks there before she does let it go. Out to Canavan. And just put your boot through it there from Bishop. I think that's an extra 10 points for her hitting a bin over the halfway mark. And I think Gemma Bishop will get into the book now as well for delaying the restart. I don't think they'll care there as long as it soaks up a bit more time. So throw into the Tigers. Trying to urgently get on with this. Constance touches one on for Taylor. Ball remained in. Constance plays out the Pro Strand. So we're into stoppage time now. Taff trying to find somewhere to work it. It's just all guns blazing now for the Tigers if they want to get something from this contest. Barnard. Push over, she will win a foul. As Mitchell will now enter the book for that foul. It's the third yellow for the Flame in this contest. She joins the substituted Ashley Long and Gemma Bishop in the book. Now the Tigers will just push everyone forward here. They've got one wide option, but everyone else has been pushed forward. As it just hits no one really and just goes out for a goal kick. As Wade puts the apologetic hand up there to say, no, I'm not time wasting there. The ball went past me. Malizis will just launch this one over. She pushes it. Montana Taff tries to push forward. Malizis. Push forward the Flame. Can just kill this off if they could get the second late. Montana Taff. Wayne White's just gone route one. Comes off a Tigers player and will be a throw to the Flame. They'll take their time here. Ref having a look at the watch quickly. So I don't think we have much more added on here. Reef Muller just turns and chases for herself, just wasting some time. Corona is forced to push it out for a throw-in. So we get another look from the ref. This might be all that she wrote tonight. As Canavan will just stroll over slowly to take this throw-in. And the lights start going on in the grandstand here. It's just pushed out for a goal kick. Lakeman's going to have to get this up quickly if they want a chance at something. Remember, after this game, the review will be online Sunday evening from myself, Justin Davies, after we get all the results of round 19 of League One Women's. Taff tries to wrestle free. Barraza just taking all the space occupied her. It's played back. It's played into a dangerous area for everyone. It'll be a throw-in to the Tigers. As Flame fans are willing this to end, my cameraman's probably willing this to be done. I'm ambivalent. I could see this going a bit longer. Really. Constance just trying to push it forward. Reef Muller just puts it out for another throw. Barnard plays it wide for Constance. She will win another throw. It's got to be quick. That is full time here at Ian McLennan Park. South Coast Flame 1, Camden Tigers 0 with a goal from Abby Crappen in the 48th minute. I've been Justin Davies, and for my cameraman Scott, thank you and good night. We'll let you have a wonderful evening.